Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're watching another Chris Hansen video. However, in today's video, Chris Hansen recognizes the predator.
The predators I catch come in all shapes, all sizes, and all ages.
Exactly, whenever it comes to a predator, they can literally be 24 or 54. We've seen a few ones that look younger, but to be fair, they actually do look kind of 40. I mean, in today's video, this looks like an older man.
But Charles Lawrence isn't looking to hook up with a 13-year-old girl. He's looking for a boy.
Oh, okay, now this is a different one. I feel like whenever people think of like these people, they think of them going for little girls. It can happen to little boys as well. And it can also be women going after little girls or women going after little boys. I feel like that's not spoken about enough.
Lawrence is well educated and apparently very well off.
Okay, so he's well educated and he's got a lot of money. He's literally going to throw all of that away because of this. I mean, it's kind of good that he did because he gets caught, but it also shows you how disgusting and freaky these guys are. Think of it, this man out there has a family. Like, he literally has people who know him. And the sad thing is he only probably got like 5 or 6 years in jail at the max.
He's an accountant.
He's an accountant, so like he has a big brain, he works with money and stuff. Usually whenever you think of predators, usually think of people who don't have jobs, but this is proof that they can have a good education and lots of money. There's also a high possibility he's got a wife out there and children. Imagine like you come home one day and you find out your dad's been arrested and put into jail for literally trying to like do stuff with someone who's 13. He's an older man, so his children could literally be 20-ish. I always feel bad for them people.
He works as a commercial real estate broker. And get this, he lives only 2,000 feet away from our sting house.
He only lives 2,000 feet away. Oh my god, that's very close. I don't think people realize how close that is. Like, that's less than a mile, isn't it? Whenever I go on the Grindr, don't go onto that app, it's cursed. But sometimes I'll go onto it and it'll say someone's like 2,000 feet away. That could literally be somebody like in my perimeter, like a close neighbor. That's freaky. Like, that shows you how many weirdos there are out there. It could be anyone, it could literally be your neighbor.
Quarter mile, he probably wishes he never traveled.
Exactly, like if he literally didn't travel that quarter mile, this wouldn't happen. Well, I mean, he probably would have went on to try to do it to other boys. I always think, like, do they do it to people before they get caught? Or is this just like a one-time thing that they claim?
Lori from Tetrad is texting Lawrence as our on-site decoy looks on.
So basically that woman is like the person who pretends to be the children. I have a lot of respect for her. It must be awful. Think of it. Okay, someone's making noise outside of my house. Basically, she has to pretend to be the child. Like, I have a lot of respect for her. It must be an awful thing. Imagine basically speaking to predators and having to pretend that you're a child. Like, they send you awful stuff. Also, if you can hear that noise outside, I do apologize. I don't know what it is. It sounds like something's getting stabbed. Imagine it's a predator like him coming after me.
On social media, Lawrence calls himself an 8x6 guy.
An 8x6 guy? What does that mean? 8 foot tall, 6 foot wide? I don't know. I mean, he does look like a bigger man.
The decoy clearly tells Lawrence his age.
How old are you?
Swear you won't report me?
Of course not.
13.
So he's obviously just said, look, I'm 13. The first thing you should do is literally block them and report them. You shouldn't even message them. Like, if they look underage in the first place, don't contact them. I've been in dating apps and people have looked a lot younger than what I think they are. Like, they don't look 18 or 20. I just don't respond to them or message them because, like, I don't, like, want to get involved in that stuff. They could be lying about their age. I mean, I get told I look like 14 all the time, so a lot of guys don't respond to me, which is why I got verified in Tinder. And yes, I actually got Tinder in the end. I'm on my iPad and I'm using my mum's phone number.
But when the decoy reveals his supposed age, Lawrence immediately follows up with what seems to be either concern or some unrecognized intuition.
Wait, what does that mean? He responded with like a weird answer. What do you reckon he said? Do you reckon he's like, oh my god, are you trying to catch me? Like, are you actually trying to think of what he'd say?
Are you a cop or involved in law enforcement?
LOL. Really?
Gotta be careful.
Yeah, man, I get it.
Oh yeah, that is not a good thing to say. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful from what? Gotta be careful that you don't get caught messing around with little children. I think that's what he meant.
The conversation quickly becomes sexually charged.
Okay, so it becomes a bit sexual. Keep in mind, he knows that this is a 13-year-old. He literally said his age and he's like, yeah, I know. These pedos genuinely are stupid. I mean, it's good that they done this and caught him, but it's also sad that they have to do this. There's literally people like that out in the world.
I had sex with my ex-girlfriend, nothing with a guy.
Gotcha. But you like guys better now?
Never tried it, but being with my girlfriend was really awkward.
Maybe you need a good teacher.
Oh, don't say maybe need a good teacher because that's been said to me before whenever I was younger. I used to be in an app called Kick whenever I was younger. Some of you guys might know what it is, some of you won't. Basically, guys would always ask me them questions and I'd be like, yeah, never done something. And then they always turn around and they're like, it's fine, I'll be your teacher. And it's like, no, sunshine, you ain't gonna be.
Yeah, you know one?
You're talking to him. LOL.
Keep in mind, he says this to a 13-year-old. I mean, it comes back to bite him in the bum. I wonder what he's gonna say. I mean, the title is Chris Hansen recognizes the guy. So does he know the guy? Is it like family?
Then the lesson turns even naughtier as Lawrence talks to our decoy about hardcore gay porn.
Oh my god, I don't even feel comfortable watching this. Like, keep in mind, this is being said to a 13-year-old or what he thinks is a 13-year-old. Guys, if you ever do see messages like this, even if you're on your friend's phone, please do, like, tell their parents. You might ruin the friendship, but you want to do something, it's good at protecting the child. Like, there are creeps out there. Like, it is creepy to think you could literally go out in public to, like, a concert. There's gonna be a guy that looks at people and thinks that. It's weird, isn't it?
You watch porn?
Yeah.
What do you like to watch?
Yeah, what do you like?
Mostly gay porn and some bi porn.
Okay, so it's bad enough that they're saying that, but apparently it gets worse. Yet again, people think it only happens to little girls, but it can happen to little boys. I also do want to see if they've got an episode where they try to find, like, a woman doing it. Women do it just as much.
But the exchange gets so graphic, we can't reveal the remaining text.
And that means that it's bad. Like, whenever they say I can't put it on YouTube, that means it's not good. I mean, at least I'll have it for evidence to use against them. Yet again, it's these old boomer men. They think they're gonna get away with it, and they don't.
Finally, Lawrence arrived, and the sting is on.
Okay, so he's turned up to the house, so he's gonna get arrested by the end of this video. That's good to know.
How you doing? Good. Come in.
So he's just walked into the house. That decoy does not look 13. Don't get me wrong, kids nowadays look a lot older than what they used to whenever I was growing up. But that is not a 13-year-old. That guy looks like he could be 16, 17, 18. I'm telling you, they need to get new actors because these actors are crap.
You want a drink? You want some water?
Yeah, great.
He's gonna need that water because he's gonna be sweating a load soon. It's always so funny because they put like a light right in front of the predator and they like proper sweat. I wonder if he's gonna be a sweaty and smelly one.
There you go.
Some water, Doc.
So did you bring anything?
Oh, I in the car.
Okay, so he brought something in the car. What's he gonna bring in the car? It's probably gonna be stuff, you know, toys. Oh god, it's so weird to think that he literally thinks he's doing this to a 13-year-old boy. Yet again, the actor does not look 13, he looks 18.
Before he can retrieve something from his car, Lawrence is about to get a big surprise.
Here comes Chris Hansen. He literally walks over like a big thundery storm. This is my favorite part of the video. We got the disgusting bit out of the way. We now see them getting confronted.
And if he thinks he's in for a shock, so am I.
Oh my god, yeah, because Chris Hansen literally recognizes this guy. Is it gonna be a randomer? Is it gonna be like a guy that like he knows? Is it gonna be like a family member?
Something strikes me. He looks familiar. And what cops say they found in his car that will turn your stomach.
What did he have in his car? Please don't tell me he has a knife. In my last video, I was wondering why they're wearing bulletproof vests, and it's because these people could literally bring weapons. What's he gonna have in the back of his car?
I've caught more than 300 predators in the last decade, and some of them even know me from TV.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember like the last one knew him. Do you reckon they like watch these videos to try and figure out how to like do a way of doing it without getting caught? I mean, there is no way because like I bet you they got loads of profiles. The sad thing is they don't make videos like this anymore. I genuinely think they should. Pretty sure there's other types of videos like this out on YouTube, so if you want to see me react to it, let me know and I definitely will.
But this is the first time I've caught anyone who I know.
Wait, so he knows him? Where does he know him from? I hate it whenever videos do this. Like they literally say something and then they don't follow up. Get to the tea.
The second Charles Lawrence walked in the door, I thought, I swear I know this guy from somewhere. Now I'm watching from the monitor in the other room as he walks in, and something strikes me. He looks familiar. I couldn't put my finger on it.
I mean, we find out in the end, but it could be maybe seen him in like a supermarket. It could be a guy from church, like a social worker. You have to keep in mind these predators can literally be anyone. It could be your next door neighbor, your mother, your father, your son, your brother. It could be you. It's like you genuinely don't know who is one and who isn't.
And it dawns on me that this is a fellow I had met on the commuter train.
Wait, on the train? So we knows him, he's in the area. Oh my god, do you reckon that guy was sat on the train and he was looking at Chris Hansen, he's like, oh my god, that's Chris Hansen. Surely if you met Chris Hansen in a train and you were planning on going to see a child, you would think in the back of your head, yeah, I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna get caught. I'm telling you, these pedos are dumb.
Years ago.
Oh, years ago. It was years, never mind. I was thinking it was like in the last month. If it was like a week ago, then yeah, he's done for going, but it was years ago. Oh my god, that's like quite weird he remembers his face. Do you ever like see someone's face and then you like recognize him because like you've seen him years ago, but they don't know who you are? I mean, in this case, the guy knows who Chris is and Chris knows who he is.
Knew his name. He was in real estate. And here he is in our kitchen trying to hook up with a 13-year-old boy.
Exactly, like it can literally be somebody you know, it can be anyone. And that's what is scary about these videos. It's the fact that these are normal people. Everyday people, you will know somebody who probably is a predator.
When Lawrence sees me, he bolts. gripped in sheer panic.
I mean, yeah, I don't blame him. Well, I don't know, that's not good to say. I mean, that is understandable. He's like, oh my god, I know you. I've seen you before. I've spoken to you. You knew stuff about me. I've been caught. But they did say there was something in his car, so I want to find out what was in his car.
He runs out the door. Now the man I know from the train is about to be derailed.
Exactly, like he's literally walking out, so like Chris isn't gonna get to interview him. I really want to know what he has to say. I mean, they're gonna like basically arrest him, search him, and then tell us what happened.
The Fairfield cops nab him in the driveway. They slap the cuffs on him. He's put into the back seat of an unmarked car and taken to police headquarters.
Okay, so he's been arrested. He's getting taken to police headquarters. This is basically him getting thrown into jail. Like, he's thrown his life away. He's an older man. He's got basically nothing to lose.
The Fairfield police chief gave us rare access in the back rooms of the station, so you can see the booking process up close.
Okay, so we're gonna see him getting books. I wonder what he's got to say.
Lawrence empties his pockets and cops frisk him. They take his mugshot. He's fingerprinted, and he gives his consent to allow cops to search his SUV.
Okay, they said there was something in the SUV that was shocking. What are they gonna find? Maybe they've just like said there's something shocking so we continue to watch this video.
Cops find cigarettes, condoms, and a gay porn video called Seattle Bareback Boys.
Was that it? Like, I was thinking they had like a knife. I mean, to be fair, that's what most of them have. Like, that is not shocking to me. The most shocking thing is the fact that he's went there and done it.
Wait, Chris Hansen is actually, I know him, he's a friend of mine.
He's a friend of yours. I mean, he's seen you in the train a few times. I wouldn't say he's a friend. He obviously knows that Chris does this, so do you reckon he's purposely been hiding it? That's quite freaky to think that somebody who catches predators was literally so close to one. It really does show you that anyone can be one.
Commuted on the train for years. That's more of an embarrassment than anything. I've seen Chris's show before. I understand you've seen Chris's show before, and unfortunately, this is the way this is played out.
Exactly, like you've watched the show before, so like this is how it goes. You went there to meet a kid, you got caught, and now you're getting arrested.
Is it your understanding you were going there to see and talk to a 13-year-old?
No.
No, okay.
Oh, here we go with the lies. Oh, he wasn't 13. I thought he was like 16 or 19. This is the bit I enjoy because they say that they thought he was 13 and then they just get like slapped with the information. They're gonna pull out the screenshots and be like, this you?
That's kind of my intention at all. I would never do that.
But the detective tells him he had to know he was doing something wrong.
Exactly, like there would be no reason for him to literally walk out of the house if he didn't think he was doing something wrong. So basically he's dug himself into a hole. They always lie and think they're gonna get away with it when realistically they never do.
There would be no reason for you to ask this then. Are you a cop or involved in law enforcement?
Exactly, he's literally getting slapped with all the evidence. They're literally saying this you. I'm telling you, they lie and then they lie and then they lie and then they take back the lies and then they lie again and then they're like, oh my god.
The problem you're going to have with your explanation is if you thought legitimately that the person was 18 and you thought that you read the number 18, at that point, from what you just said in your mind, you're really alleviated of any concerns about dealing with a minor or anything like that.
Not true, because again, people could say they're 18 and they're not.
But he literally said he was 13. He never mentioned being 18. Like, you knew he was 13. You literally said, let me be your teacher. It's so weird. It's like they constantly lie and lie and lie. If they genuinely just said, look, I've got a problem, and they're straight up about it, it would be so much easier for them. Because now he's lied, he's probably going to get more time in jail. I'm surprised he hasn't blamed it on his glasses. He's like, oh, it's my stupid eyesight.
You didn't say that. You just asked, after the age was written, which was 13, you're claiming 18.
Right,
After that number was written,
yeah.
You move forward with some other back and forth, which I can read. I'm looking to get away from that.
See, he's literally just sat there like he can't really say anything. He literally said, are you a law enforcement person? He thought it was the police it was, and now he's in a police station.
I do that with everybody because I don't
understand why
be in trouble with anybody.
I don't understand why you would write that or be concerned about that if in fact you thought you read the number 18.
13, I would have shut it right down. I would have blocked him right then and there.
Well, you didn't. You literally turned up to their house thinking that they were 13. They genuinely thought they won the lottery, but they didn't. They just got arrested. I'm telling you, these men are dumb. They genuinely need to get better at like lying, or actually no, don't get better at lying, literally do it and then get arrested.
Charles Lawrence is old enough to be this kid's grandfather, yet he exchanged some raunchy text messages offering to teach the young boy about sex.
Exactly, like he literally thought this was a kid. He literally said stuff like that, you'll teach him. The only thing he's gonna get taught is, I don't even know, he's gonna get beaten up in jail. Like, they hate pedos in jail.
And you won't believe his explanation for trying to hook up with a 13-year-old. He blames it all on his eyesight.
I literally said that a few minutes ago, didn't I? I was like, oh, he's gonna blame it on his glasses, on my eyesight, my age. I'm telling you, the excuses get better every single time we watch a video. What's the next guy gonna blame it on? Oh, someone stole my phone. My kid stole my phone. He's 14 and he thought he was just meeting up with a guy.
My eye got scratched, so I can't wear my contacts, so I'm wearing these glasses.
I love how the policeman just sat there and he's like, oh, shut up. I'm sorry, but look at that face right there. He just knows that he's lying. And look at him, he's flustering. Trust me, I used to lie so much in school whenever you like go, like start making motions with your hands to try to explain the story. That's whenever you're lying.
The detective's not buying it and explains the charges.
The charges are criminal attempt to commit risk of injury to a minor.
I love how whenever the cop's reading it out, he sort of looks at him, he's like, right, okay, this means this. This was a minor. You went to a minor's house, so this is a minor. They're basically treating him like he's an idiot, and let's be realistic, he is.
Criminal attempt to commit sexual assault in the second degree and enticing a minor.
The bail is set at $75,000.
$75,000, so basically if someone pays that amount of money he can get out of jail. I don't really understand the bail system, so basically if you're in jail you can pay a bail and then get that person out of jail. I don't understand it, it's the American system. Do we have it in the UK? I mean we probably do, so I don't know what I'm chatting.
Lawrence decides not to fight the charges.
I mean to be fair, he does have a lot of money, he's an accountant, but you know it's probably best for him not to spend the money. I mean he's gonna lose his job, he's gonna lose everything, his family, so like he might as well keep on to that 75 grand, he might need it in the future.
When Crime Watch Daily went to his sentencing at the Fairfield County Court, Lawrence entered through the employee entrance in order to avoid our cameras. Inside, he reportedly told the judge, I am not a pedophile. I use poor judgment. I have never seen, used, or downloaded child pornography in my life.
Imagine they like search his computer and they find it and they're like, oh, you're lying again. I'm not a pedophile. I use poor judgment, but I've never seen, used, or downloaded CP in my life. Yet he goes to see a 13-year-old.
He got 8 years, suspended after serving 2 years in prison.
What does suspended service mean? Does that mean you can get out after that amount of time? Let me look it up. It basically means they're allowed to perform a period of probation. I mean, I don't really know what that is, but I think probation's whenever you get out of jail. So basically, he is out of jail now. So he got 8 years and he only had to serve like 2. I mean, oh, that ain't enough. Like, he literally could have got so much more. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you're a person, big red subscribe button, and yes, I'll see you all in my next video.